Orphan Red. There's another one called, her name's Sasha, and she wears like princess dresses and Disney outfits and sits on her bed. And there's like little hearts and little girly shit everywhere. And then she talks in this bubbly, fake ass voice, similar to Patricia's overacting, but even more so, and talks about flat Earth.
Well, at least she knows what she's talking about, which is one up on you, Eric. Well, hi everyone, and greetings from Northern Michigan. This is Bob the Science Guy. Today we're going to continue on our series on Eric Dubay, the founder of the modern Flat Earth movement. Today he's going to have a look at Orphan Red and several other Flat Earth proponents and give his thoughts on them. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. It's a very interesting insight into the personality of Mr. Dubay. So let's cue up the music and get it going.
Today we're going to talk about flat Earth. She laughs all the time, like everything she says is cracking her up. It's so funny. She's so cute. She can't stop herself from laughing all the time. So today we're going to talk about satellites don't exist. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, of course satellites exist. So her shtick is pretty friggin' simple to see. She wears low-cut shirts, sits on a bed, acts like a complete bimbo, and is just catering to this demographic of cleavage hounds. As usual, making Flat Earth look and sound ridiculous.
Trust me, Eric, it's not Orphan Red that's making Flat Earth look and sound ridiculous. It's Flat Earth.
Like a joke. Like something that only bimbos believe
in. Hi! You know who I am. My name's Sasha, and I just wanted to talk about the flat Earth and drinky. I'm a wino. Hello. So, okay, I have a little story to tell you. Hold on, because when I tell stories, they get interrupted by my nervous twitching and flirtatious drunkenness. So, cutscene. Anyway, hi, this is Sasha, the Orphan Red. I'm an orphan because my parents disowned me because of how freaking annoying I am. So, oh, and I'm red because it's my favorite color, and that's the kind of stuff that Patricia talks about on her show. What color you like and stuff. I like red. I like red wine. Okay, that's why. Orphan Red. I like to drink red wine because it's my favorite color, and it makes me forget about my terrible past. So, basically, I'm just like all the other shills. I make Flat Earth look stupid by being stupid on camera. I attract viewers with my good looks and great personality and all the proof that I provide everyone about the flat Earth, right? That's what I do in my videos. I give you flat Earth proof. I turn you on to the flat Earth. Seriously, they just pay me to do this, and I say, flat Earth, hee. That's it. Flat Earth, hee.
Well, Eric, let me clue you in on a couple of quick things here. First of all, Orphan Red is not what makes Flat Earth look foolish or silly, okay? Really, there's an awful lot more than Orphan Red out there that really gives that impression to normal people. Second of all, Orphan Red did an experiment not long ago where she drew out some points on the map and tried to triangulate the location of the sun. Now, while she came up with poor conclusions based on the data that she collected, she actually designed the experiment pretty well, which is far better than most of what I see in Flat Earth anyhow. At least she made an effort. So I wouldn't be too quick to criticize her. Now, quite frankly, Orphan, if you're out there, keep up the good work, all right? Well, guys, as disturbing as that was, and insulting to women in general, I think Eric Dubay may have a point on this next one. He talks about an infiltrator into the flat earth, one that came in posing as a friend and played them all like fools. Yes, and we all know that would be this guy, Jake Gibson.
Then you got Jake Gibson, the flat earth asshole, who
Which
has
one?
called himself an infiltrator in a video where he said he would infiltrate the flat earth movement. He started by making decent flat earth videos. I was always praising and encouraging of his work in the comment sections, and at one point he just kind of flipped. He started calling the traditional flat earth circular representation a pizza, a frisbee, and anyone who used this map was now suddenly a shill to Jake.
Oh, how
Now,
ridiculous.
I've always admitted that no map is 100% accurate, but his divisive stance against the best maps we do have is exactly what controlled opposition does.
Best
He called
map?
for a boycott of the best map, calling everyone shills who promote it, and doing so by screaming into the camera for an hour. Certainly not a productive way to point out potential flaws.
You know, I think you're absolutely right, Eric. There is a right way and a wrong way to point out flaws in any movement. And, you know, I'm so glad to see that you bring the dignity and elegance and, quite frankly, maturity to this subject that Flat Earth so desperately needs. Could definitely take note of your example. Keep up the good work, Eric.
He mentioned how certain celestial motions are in slightly different places than assumed, which doesn't mean that the map of the ground beneath us is at fault, but rather that the mapping of the sky needs adjustment.
You know, you raise a really good point here, Eric. Since reality doesn't seem to fit your AE projection of the globe, which you are hijacking for your flat Earth map, we should change reality and readjust all of the star maps that we've determined over the last 2,500 years. Just to make sure it's all right for you, man. Great idea. As far as space pizza, well, oh well. Life's rough, man. What surprises me is that he just played you like a fool. You know, it's not like that ever happened before or would ever happen. Oh, wait a minute. It did happen again, didn't it? You guys got played last year. Now, I was at least around for this one, and I really enjoyed it. We all called it pretty much when it happened. But you guys got sucked in pretty good. Well, let's go see what you think about the guy that sucked you in earlier, the flat Earth asshole.
Hey, you guys, I'm the flat earth asshole here. I just took some time off from doing young Robert De Niro impressions to come and say, the earth is flat. What are you, living in a homeless tweakers shelter like me? I'm not living in a homeless tweakers shelter. I'm traveling all over flat America, getting all the flat earth pussy I can while you pay me to do it. Super chat with IPS all day long. Flat earth asshole. Yeah. Oh, and now that I'm back, now that I've fucked all the flat earth chicks I could are all around America, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna call out the AE map. You know, the AE map is fucked, alright? It's wrong, okay? I decided. You know how I decided? Some guy from Australia sent me a compass, and it was like southwest slightly, instead of just west. Boom! AE map, finished. Flat earth asshole, new leader of the Flat Earth movement because I'm here to tell you not to trust any map. You know, I know Eric Dubay already says that he doesn't 100% trust any map anyway, and AE map is the best, current map. We have the Hammonds, the Gleasons. These are undeniably better than the globe maps and the best flat Earth maps available to us. But instead of admitting that, what I'm gonna do is call Eric a shill and everybody else a shill who not to trust any map. You know, I know Eric Dubay already says that he doesn't 100% trust any map anyway, and AE map is the best, current map. We have the Hammonds, the Gleasons. These are undeniably better than the globe maps and the best flat Earth maps available to us. But instead of admitting that, what I'm gonna do is call Eric a shill and everybody else a shill who ever uses the AE map. Because this guy sent me this is Southwest Compass, okay? Southwest Compass, end of story. It's over. AE map is finished. Eric Dubay's a shill. Flat Earth asshole. Now, Eric Dubay blocked me on Facebook. What nobody ever knows is because all I ever did was post my own material on every post of his, so he blocked me for being a friggin' spammer. But what I say is Eric Dubay never gave me a chance, and he just blocked me on Facebook because he can't handle the Flat Earth asshole. Eric Dubay made a reasonable, well thought out, polite response to my video swearing at him, calling him a shill and all this stuff. But I choose to ignore everything he said in that letter and just continue on as though, he's a shill and the Flat Earth maps have zero validity. And not only do they have zero validity, neither does anyone who ever posts a Flat Earth map has a Flat Earth icon next to them. If they wrote a book and it has a picture of the AE map anywhere in it, shill, okay? Shill. This is my detective work. This is how I figure out who's legitimate or not. If you have a circular flat Earth map anywhere on your Facebook timeline, shill. Flat Earth asshole here. Not a shill, obviously. I'm an asshole, but I am genuine as fuck.
Well, I've got to tell you, that really was special, don't you think? He's certainly got him down, doesn't he? Well, it's good to see that Eric is so reasonable and put out well-reasoned responses to this horrible attack and, banned him from his Facebook pages, only as a last resort, I'm sure. Of course, every single map is a projection of the globe. There are no flat Earth maps because the Earth is not flat. No, I do take that back. I actually designed a flat Earth map once to take into account what we actually observe on the world. Unfortunately, it ended up kind of a little spherical. I think that was just a typo. But yeah, what an interesting insight to Mr. Dubay. Well, let's go on to the next one and see what we have. Well, let's go ahead and see what we have next here. See if I know this next guy.
Paul Michael Bales is a flat earther I met on Facebook in 2014 while researching and writing my Flat Earth conspiracy book. We messaged each other back and forth only a couple times, and he recommended certain Flat Earth books for me to check out. That was the extent of our interaction until after my books, videos, and interviews came out. Then suddenly, Paul began posting that he had in fact awakened me to the Flat Earth and taught me everything I know about Flat Earth. Not only that, but he claimed my entire book was plagiarized from old Facebook posts of his.
No, actually, I think most of it was plagiarized from a bunch of the Flat Earth stuff from the 1840s and 1860s. I mean, you pretty much state them word for word, including typos.
A laughably ridiculous claim, as our writing styles are nothing alike, and nothing from my book can be found in his Facebook posts. In several videos he made since then, He also upped the ante from me being not only a plagiarist whom he taught everything to, but also claimed I was a CIA agent, a Freemason, a Hollywood actor, a psychopath, a murderer, a wife beater, a homosexual, a Nazi, a child trafficker, a drug smuggler, and, surprisingly, much more. The unfounded claims just continued, and Paul Michael Bales made dozens of videos slandering me over his career as a flat earth shill.
You know, what is it with Flat Earth and the Masons and the Jews? I mean, don't they have enough problems? You know, come on, guys.
He claims to have taught me everything I know about flat earth, but as I showed previously, I have proof of posting and publishing about flat earth since 2008 and 2009, whereas he admits to having only been a flat earther since 2012 and posting about it since 2013. So since we met in 2014, it's impossible, just like every other thing he said about me,
Okay.
could have taught me everything when I found out about flat earth years before him.
Oh boy. This is like two people trying to decide who came up with a bad idea first. You know, really, it's the pissing contests that go off in this little cult of theirs is amazing. Well, let's go have a look and see what this guy here is like. Let's see.
Oh, right. Hello there. This is Paul Michael Bales. Before Elvis, there was some black guy. Before Christopher Columbus, there was some black guy, right? And before Neo, right, was Morpheus, black. And before Eric Dubay, Eric Dubay was Paul Michael Bales. Flat Earth conspiracy. It's mostly just plagiarism. He mostly just took other people's work. That's all it is, really. The whole thing. Entirely. This, unlike myself, I also am a published author and poet. You can find my Flat Earth book. I sell on eBay. Limited time. Still some copies available. Flat Earth and other ridiculous nonsense. I'm going to be on the Patricia Steer show, my idol.
I'm going to read a little poem by Lenny Christina Randall. Mark Sargent be like the moon is a hologram, and IPS will raid your chats with spam. Skiba wants you to sacrifice a lamb. Check out gay porn starring Math Powerland. Patricia Steer's a man. Quasi-Luminous is in La La Land. ODD might grope your fam. Jaren running Bitcoin scams. Flat Earth asshole wants you as his fan. Cammy, Bob, and Nesbit with bizarre map diagrams, and Paul Michael Bales with his plans to cram lies down your diaphragm. But you probably still don't understand. You think that this is fine, and run to it with glee. Pay $249 for a shill show VIP. Oh, silly me, I thought the truth was free. Not necessary to attend a Masonic jubilee. Hell, I'll tell you the earth is flat, but don't want my pockets getting fat. Fuck that, and fuck their agenda. They got your minds in a lying disinformation blender. Yet you still want to kill the sender of this message, like you know what's best for the movement to progress? Take a second guess. These shills got me stressed. Like Pastor Odell eating a yodel, trying to invest in your need to be blessed, planting seeds of greed with every GoFundMe. Welcome to Flat Earth Virtual Church. It's a big religious circle jerk. No need for activism if God does all the work.
I see shill people. Well, there's another episode of Bob the Science Guy, chatting about Eric Dubay's attack on the flat Earth. This is really kind of getting a little sad, but I think it's important to get this information out. Now, you notice that I'm not doing a tremendous amount of commentary here. I think that there is really nothing much that I could say that would hurt these people more than their own words, their own attitudes, their own racism and anti-Semitism. You know, are these the people you really want to follow? Why is it that people in flat Earth, what appeal does this have to them? Do they just like to be different and they don't care who's quote-unquote leading them? It's just, if you're going to sub to these people, understand that if you sub to them, if you post their posts, if you mirror their videos, you have to own them. And this is the attitude that you have to own. Well, it's getting late here in northern Michigan, so I'm going to sign out. There's a little bonus video after the sign out for this show if you care to stay on for a little while. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one in 2 days. So thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. This is Bob the Science Guy. Have a good night.
This rabbit hole's too deep for me. Feel my brain getting real sore. Bob the Science Guy.
Hey guys, one other thing that I wanted to mention. If you look down in the lower right corner, you're going to see a new logo for the channel. I'd like to get some opinions on that. We're going to have a lot of work to make the site look a little bit more professional. And I'd like to see what you think about my new logo. So enjoy our little bonus film here.
Flat Earth asshole here. Just wanted to slap some bass for you. Robert De Niro look-alike, but only when he was young. We're talking Taxi days, Taxi Driver. We're talking Deer Hunter. Was he in that one? We're talking, those old ones, the old ones. That's when he was good. That's what I look like. Call that a lunar module. I call it a homeless tweaker shelter. Flat Earth asshole. Earth is flat. I'm an asshole. Slap on my bass.